an interesting question, and probably one that's been going on for as long as there's been students in the classroom and teachers, but I think the way things have evolved now, I think, as Mary had mentioned and Hod, is that teachers get very stretched, very thin, because they're doing recess, they're doing lunchtime, they're overseeing kids coming into school at the different corners for security purposes. But during the day, I think there's some opportunities where we can maximize technology, and it wouldn't be a broad-based thing. We'd have to look at each type of teacher, each type of classroom and what they're teaching, and I think there's some opportunities to do on different classes, to do things where maybe it's taught in Bradford and it goes to Indian Trail and into the other high schools, and you have one teacher, and maybe they rotate through a system on, maybe it's just a lecture and taking notes, where you don't need 3 people teaching all the same thing if it's a class where everyone can comprehend. There's plenty of online learning that goes on. A lot of these kids have been adapted to learning online. So maybe there's a way to rotate teachers where it's primarily a lecture type of thing, where some of it's online, one teacher for 3 or multiple schools, and then they rotate through that, and they have an opportunity. I think the other thing that you can do is there can be some team teaching, if it has to be in person, where we just have to be creative with our resources and not rely upon traditional ways that we've always done things. I think getting volunteers in different areas for this type of thing, whether it's recess or lunch, which are probably already being done, there might be a way to maximize that and make that more of a community need. And I think there's always families, whether they have kids in school, or they had kids in school, or they might have kids in school, they're always willing to help out in different ways, and I think that would be one of them.
Brian, excuse me,